My name is Tim Karmout, and this is my wife, Rachele. And we are so excited and honored to be a part of what God is doing here at Grace. 2 years ago, when Pastor had announced the meetings for the 12 days before Pentecost, my heart leaped at that time, and thinking about all those people that came in and joined our church. And then you can see what God was doing and how God was moving and the direction that we were going as a church. It was very exciting to see. And you can tell that God was doing something in our church. You can tell that God was adding, and hundreds of people started coming to our church that never came before. It was exciting to see. And then, you know, when Pastor mentioned at the end of the summer and talked about how that God spoke to him about the multiplication that is about to happen, obviously you see the need. If you're a part of any of the services that are happening here, you see that the place is just busting at the seam.
I think one thing we're excited about is the fact that we just started our journey together and got married, and then we get to embark on this amazing journey with Cornerstone and get to ask the Lord and seek the Lord and do our part to build this building so that people can come, so that we can make heaven crowded. And I think that's really exciting for us, just getting married and then just getting to be a part of that campaign together and pray together and ask God what our part is. And our part will be different from someone else's part, but when everybody does their part together and everybody sacrifices together, that's what helps make this dream come true, to be able to bring people into the family of God, to be able to have a seat for them, to be able to have kids ministry rooms for them, and to be able to have volunteers and go ahead and, you know, raise them up into who they're supposed to be in the Lord. I mean, that's amazing to be a part of that. And we're excited that our journey in marriage gets to be a part of this journey in Cornerstone together. So we're having a great time being able to do that together.
You know, as we embark on our new journey, we have had a lot of expenses this year, and we're having to pray and ask the Lord, what does He want us to do? What does He want us to, how do we stretch our finances to be able to sow into the kingdom, okay? Not just in our earthly home, but our eternal home. How do we give sacrificially, and how much are we supposed to give? We're going to the Lord with that and asking Him to give us something, you know, a number to give sacrificially. And I want to encourage you to do that with your own family. I want to encourage you to do that with your own kids. Get the whole family involved and ask the Lord, what number do you want us to give as a family? And He'll stretch you, he'll give you a number. And believe me, as I've lived this my whole life, whatever number the Lord gives you, He will provide. Yeah. He will definitely provide. As Christians, we're not here to accumulate things for this earth. We are doing things that will affect eternity. And when we are building this new building, this worship center, we're going to see new people come in that are going to give their lives to the Lord. And, you know, one day in heaven, somebody's going to walk up to you and He say, thank you for giving. Thank you for being a part of the Cornerstone Campaign. Because of that, I came to church. And because of that, I'm here today. I'm in heaven because you gave. You know, my father has been in ministry his whole life. And I told him before he passed away, I said, Dad, when you get to heaven, you're going to have people come up to you left and right and tell you, thank you for leading me to the Lord. And for us, even though we're, you know, you may not be the preacher, you may not be, you know, the worship leader, you may not be the one that's leading people to the Lord, but you are by giving, by being a part of building this new worship center.
And so we're really excited to be a part of this, to leave the legacy and the heritage and to show our kids what it means to sacrifice for the Lord. And so that when we're gone from this earth, our kids know how to do that, and they teach their kids how to do that. Mm-hmm. And then that is a heritage that we get to leave, because we don't grasp a hold of any of our tangible things that we have, our money or anything. We would rather lay it before the Lord and see what He can do with it, because then that's a legacy that we get to pass down. Mm-hmm. So it's exciting.
For sure. Yeah. Amen.
Amen.